I'm Coatse Beats. I'm the CEO of the Smokehouse Studio, which we're currently in right now, and I'm a producer from Birmingham. I've always listened to music from like back years ago. I used to go to Tempest Records, which was in Birmingham, and I used to buy all the music imports from America. We did J Arms mixtapes, instrumentals, and me and a couple of my people just used to rap, literally on the spot for fun and stuff like that. And then I never took it serious, but I always took listening to music serious. So my collection of actual hard copy CDs is worth a lot of money, and I was just always a big fan of music. So I first started to produce just as a hobby. I'm gonna reason for, and I bought a MIDI keyboard, like a small 25k, and I just used to play note after note, like with two fingers, like dum 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 dum. In the end, I just started to pick up with my hands, watch tutorials, watch people play like proper piano, and just took it all on and just kind of like found my own way with it. First time I went to a studio, I can't remember the name of it, but I'm gonna say it was called YD's with KMD. He used to do a lot of youth work, and I used to go in there and watch him because I used to love the sound of music, not just making it. And I'd sit there with him. You had people like C4 right there, Lady Leisha, KMD, D Wayne, and there was a lot of other people like me, just vibing off each other, learning and learning and learning. Yeah, just used to soak it up and watch, and then in the end I used to go to the studio sessions with them. I used to take the sessions home, dry stems, and try to mix it all myself, and just keep doing it until I matched what they was doing. Then when I'd got that matched, I'd apply the mix into the beats, and then after a bit we formed a group called El Familiar. I was the producer for Elfam, but no one ever knew. So basically, Elfam dropped a tune called I Can Get It, El Familiar featuring BC the Boss Man. And that was my first ever beat to the public that anyone ever heard, was I Can Get It. Everyone from there just found out I made the beat, everyone was loving it, so I was just vibing off the energy, and then I just started taking it more serious. I was working at the time as well, I was in a warehouse. Like at the same time, I was trying to fit being a producer and working and my kids into one day. It was hard. But yeah, I just started doing producing. The first time I started making money, I'd burn 18 to 20 beats on a CD, create the artwork for it. I learned how to use Photoshop myself as well via YouTube. And just get sell them. Literally like 5ers, 10ers. And then basically I started to hear like people doing tunes, and it was my beat, so people would like, yeah, they just jumped on stuff, and then it was just getting popular. And then, like I said, I just kept on doing it more, and then I set up a YouTube page, set up SoundCloud, social media, I had Facebook, then we hit Instagram. I was just posting what I'm doing, and then everyone started vibing, coming in. Can I buy this beat? Can I buy that beat? So yeah, I'd sell a couple of beats, and then we'd have YouTube as well. Okay, so I could produce, then I learned to engineer, watching KMD, Candy, whoever I went in the studio with, what they do and what I can do, like that, but comfortable my way. And just stuck at that and got better and better and better. Watch YouTube tutorials. Again, everyone's project or something has artwork, singles, artwork, and I've always loved art. So I just learned Photoshop. I'm still learning it now, but I've been learning it for years. And I'd learn a camera, I'd buy a camera, and then people that I work with doing the music for, I'd just try and do everything for them and just get it out, because waiting for him to do that so it can go to there and there, it's jarring. I just love creating. What goes on out there and what I'm talked about, it matters, but it doesn't matter, because as long as I'm happy with when the project goes out, I'm happy. And when I'm older and I listen back, I don't want to go, oh, I wish I did that better. I'm happy with when it goes out, it goes out. My passion for music is different, not just as a producer or an engineer, but listening. That's where it starts with me, like from young. If I've got a passion for something, I'll go in with the passion. And with music, for me, I never get bored of it. I had this studio at home in my bedroom where me and my missus sleep. Might not have been the same speakers, but it was always, at the time, what was best for me. And right now, I've got the KRK5s, which, that's more than enough. But for me, with sound the way it sounds, that's why I have the 10 inches on, because I like the low end. And if you came into the studio and you hear it, you'll understand it. I use faders for like when I want to mix things without looking at a computer and being told what I'm hearing. So these are for being used right here. I've got a smaller keyboard there. I've got a bigger keyboard this side. I've changed my equipment over the years. Like, I never had the best to start with, but I always wanted the best. And I think that if you start with something, you get good and you can get paid. Sell something you've got, add the money to it, go and get another thing, and you probably change it every so many years. So for me to invest is what makes me. Like, without investing, you gotta keep up with the times. You have to. Like, if I was using what I started off with, it'd take me a day to make a beat where it can take me minutes. Just from having the latest sort of computer, like the speed, having good equipment. You don't have to have the best equipment, but having good equipment helps everything. And when you get into it heavily, you'll always be searching. That's the next best thing, that's the next best thing. And if you can make enough in one pot and go and buy that, that'll make everything that you do better. My creativity took me from my bedroom to here, to meeting a lot of good people, a lot of really good people. It's also took me from England to all over the world. Not just like big places like America, like what I grew up on. The music's played over there, I've worked with artists over there. I've worked with French rappers, German rappers. Like, I can't understand what they're saying, but it sounds wavy. But for what I personally grew up listening to, I got the opportunity to work with Styles P, which is D-Block, Jadakiss Styles. I've worked with Exhibit, Cypress Hill. I've worked with, I haven't been credited, but I've worked with Cardi B through the phone, if you want to go and check that out as well. I've worked with Big Pun's song Chris Rivers. No, he's really lyrical. Crocodile. Oh, there's a lot. I can't remember all of them, but I've worked with other people as well that are not as known as them. Some of them are better than them. But you know what I mean? Like, if you listen to some underground artists, that might be the next best thing. So sometimes it's easier to approach unsigned artists, and you might be able to make them get signed. I've worked with Fred Taylor. He's from Chicago, and he's always asking me to send beat packs. So basically, he is Cardi B's manager, Keisha Cole, Twister. He's got other artists as well, and basically, like, at the moment he's working close in hand with Kanye West. So recently he's asked me to send him beats literally for Kanye West. And it was a Pacific thing. I haven't heard it, but if it comes back and it's everything signed and sealed, then you might hear me on Kanye West's next project. That's just through one guy, Fred Taylor. I've had beats on my laptop that when working with people from England, I'm thinking they won't suit them. So if they don't throw aways, put them on YouTube, SoundCloud. Now you can put them on Spotify, things like that. People will hear them. As long as you put your tags and your hashtags the right way, people will be searching for what you're hashtagging. Anyone can hear your stuff. You can go on YouTube now, you can hear anything in the world. Someone might click on your beat. that could be it.